It's Madden NFL 23, and this one features the Ravens' speedy running back, closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Ravens and the Colts, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Indianapolis. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
They begin with a run. And right away, he lost the football. The ball carried by the running back. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Costello. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. It's a gain of 10. And the Ravens first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Flynn. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Costello. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I had to run out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence in a couple more points up on the board.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Costello. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A nice move there to bring nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Costello. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Costello. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And able to get this out to the 25. And now here come the Ravens. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 9 yards on the play there. It sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Shifts by him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These off.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And the Colts, first down.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Receiver, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he stopped immediately there. 1 man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to come into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Gain of 14. And a Raven 1st down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They're going to look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. Complete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. Gets around him. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. To throw on second down, Costello. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch. So for the Ravens,
it was too little, too late as they finish off the regular season with a mark of 7 and 10.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's just more heartache as they drop their 12th game of the season. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt.